We are home to the unsigned artist. If you have other expectations, look elsewhere. We are at war all the time. Our weapon is mad love.
Here I confess, try to resist. Words are forced out, forever I am there, dull. I can't help it, favored puppet. Strings are my chains, bound and tranquilized. I want to fight them. I want to show them I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I stand alone, drenched to the bone, left out to rot. Child's toy they forgot. I rise above this, end all the tests. You're no master, you are a disaster. I won't forget this. I will be cautious. You can't escape it. Karma twisted fate. I release pain, freedom I gain. Hatred dies down, pity the poor fools. I make my life, this I decide. Cut all my ties, friends in the past. Join me in freedom. Stop the abuse. You're not a victim. You are worth it.
All songs provided today have been asked for permission to play live on our stream via web. Live stream. Any content cannot be used without written consent from QSJ Radio.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artist. That was Raven Diamond Controlled. You could find her at Artsy Diamond on her social media and more. We'll get to more of that. But Raven Diamond is here with us all the way from Texas. Welcome to QSJ Radio.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have us here and just have you here with us and you know, just a little bit of a background check on you because we got to do that. So what is it that you do, and you know, why are we doing this interview?
A lot of different. Main reason for you is because I musician, more specifically rock. However, I also do plus size modeling, acting. I do a bunch of different social media stuff. I'm actually going to school for information assurance and security, so I know tech stuff. I just kind of do it all, I guess.
Yeah, you do. So, you know, you're going to school for the techie stuff and you're doing the whole entertainment thing. What brings you to the singing part? Because I know this one is the new part to you, right?
It's sort of new, but sort of old. I started singing when I was in church choir. I was 5. So I've been singing for about 18 years now. I did a school choir on and off. And I did have one potential record deal about a year or two ago.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it fell through. The contact just stopped. I think they kind of went under because they were a newer one. And then this past Thanksgiving, I got into contact with Paveway Records, and they really liked my singing. And from there, I ended up releasing my first single in December. And I've had about 3 singles follow that. And I'm also supposed to be releasing a new single, but I don't have the date on it yet.
So everything right now, even though it's been a year, I've seen it's all over the place. Spotify's, all these new streams and things like that. You're kind of one of those people that grew up with watching all these grow and, watching the old ones fail. How has these streams helped you with your music career?
Well, I've noticed that if I had just put my music up, if I didn't do anything with social media, I probably wouldn't have any fans right now. But social media has helped a lot because it's gotten me in contact with other musicians who actually became fans of their music, and they became fans of mine. And it's also got me in contact with just music lovers. They just want to hear new music. It doesn't matter what genre it is. And sometimes they like my stuff, and sometimes I'm not their cup of tea, and that's completely fine.
And that takes a lot, because musicians that I've come across are kind of like, I'm the best ever to do it, and da-da-da-da. And that comes with the other life too, plus modeling and it being an accepted there and stuff like that, which is a whole new community for people. But you guys are blowing up. I mean, excuse the term, but you guys are like the deal right now. How'd you get into that? And that takes a lot of confidence to do modeling, no matter what the size you are. So shout out to that.
Yeah, I got into that mostly because I had gotten into a fight with an ex-friend.
Okay.
And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to keep telling myself, no, I can't do this for different reasons. I'm just going to go and do what I think I can do. And I decided to start with modeling, and then modeling led to a couple of films that I was in, and that led to my music. I just stopped telling myself I can't do this because of XYZ. It's no, I can do this. Let's just figure it out.
Big shout out to that. So the ex-friend, boy, girl, hugger, lover.
We were friends a long time, and there's just too many things, and so there was a straw that broke the camel's back, and I just decided to kind of become a better me after the situation.
Big shout out to that, and this always takes something like that to make it happen. So shout out to you for doing that. But I'm trying to figure this out. The whole techie thing, going to school for that you gotta have a love for that. What made you go into information assurance?
I really love puzzles, and computers are kind of another puzzle for me. I know how to take them apart. I know how to build them. I know how to maintenance the server. I know how to protect against hacking. I know some computer forensic stuff. It's just really interesting for me. It's like a whole bunch of little puzzles that I get to figure out.
That's crazy. So if I send you a file, you could figure out that I didn't really send you that file. It was really a picture of whatever.
Tools you're using, I can see where that file's been, what's been in it, and all sorts of loveliness.
Oh my God, I really don't hope people listening to that. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artists. If you just tuned in right now, we're on the air right now with Raven Diamond out of San Antonio, Texas. Born and raised?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
Are you born and raised in San Antonio, Texas?
Yep, I've pretty much lived in San Antonio most of my life. There's only been about 1 year that I was up in Wisconsin, and a couple months when I was a baby that I was in Panama.
Okay, Panama. You got your green card? You good? Okay. You're so in the area that everybody... Yeah. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
I was born here in the States. My parents were stationed in Panama when I was little.
Okay. Shout out to the station, the vets in the building. I'm actually active duty, so this is kind of like what I do. For fun. For fun! I don't care who's watching. So you could catch you, Raven Diamond fans, on Facebook. That'll be a like page. And anybody that likes her right now and lets me know, I got a reward for you. But you got to like her for her music, not like her for the reward. Instagram, Diamond Actor. So, and Twitter, Artsy Diamond, which you're probably getting tweeted like crazy because these songs are getting played, which is, hopefully that's happening. Because if it's not, let me know. Because that's part of the plan here.
I tried my notifications, that way it wouldn't mess with my Skype.
Okay, cool. Shout out to that. So all these major sites, and of course you got the 4 stores going on where they could find other things here. Mostly, where would if somebody wanted to hit you up now, where would it be the most?
I am most active on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to become more active on Twitter. And I'm trying to expand it. One of my friends said that I should get on Snapchat, so I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, Snapchat has changed. It wasn't what it was a few years ago. So I've been trying to tell people that it's kind of safer now. You know, that's what I say. It's kind of safer. But a lot of people on there, it kind of gave DJ Khaled his little big boost. And, you know, that was Snapchat. It was one of those things. Also Instagram as Diamond Actor. Are we only watching the actor part of you on Instagram?
No, I have things about my music on there. I have some of my modeling photos on there. I have some information about my stores on there. It's pretty much just a catch-all. But first created it, I was trying to focus on acting, and so that's why it's Diamond Actor.
Okay, big shout out to that. So now that we got all that out the way, let's get into this music thing. This song right here, Controlled. I had to start it with that. I felt like it was one of the most dramatic ones that you sent me. And there's always a meaning with controlled in a song, title. There was emphasis in things that you were doing in here. What was the story behind this song? What made you record it?
Well, with every song, I like to tell a story. And for this one, I decided to tell an all too common story. This one is about a girl trying to get out of a bad relationship, and how she feels like she's tied down. She doesn't have to be a victim anymore. And the reason I made this song is because I actually just recently became a board member of Angel Eyes Foundation, which they are a new foundation that tries to help victims of domestic violence. And I had made this before I became a board member, but I was already associated with them. I had already made a previous song for them, which they use as their mantra, called In Chains, and that one I'm actually putting background music to, so that way we can get that one released instead of just being an a cappella version for them.
Shout out to that. That's really big steps coming out of a relationship, knowing that you don't want to be into that kind of stuff again. So that's really big for you guys and the whole crew and the whole foundation. And hopefully you give me information on them and we'll just tag it along. So girls that watch us, or even guys that get crazy abused, because it's true, okay? Some of y'all freaking nuts. But, you know, just hit us. We'll make sure that goes around. So we're going to get into another song here, take a little break. Like I said, thank you for coming here. We got a lot to talk about. And you know, we'll get into the funds of this music thing. And we have this section that now that because I overheard this is kind of like you doing your own promo now. It's kind of like a new thing for you.
Yeah, I've just started to kind of figure out how to promote myself. I learned a little bit when I started modeling, but with music it's a whole new ball game.
Yep, it is. And a whole bunch of scammers out there that will make sure that you'll be careful for. This one right here, Raven Diamond, Going Through the Motions on QSJRadio.com.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Water's rising higher than I can reach. My lungs
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artist Raven Diamond. I was going through the motions. Song is basically self-explanatory. Putting a mask right behind and everything. It's self-explanatory, straight to the point. I got a bunch of people in here. Gina Hicks with the going through the motions hashtagging you. Okay, shout out to her. I got Carmen Sings from the Bronx, New York saying nice song. And a whole bunch of people, but they're asking for other stuff too. So big shout out to them, man. Everybody's listening in, man. You see that?
I didn't catch that very last part because you moved away from the mic.
Everybody is listening to you. It's great to hear.
That's really great.
So shout out to that. Going through the motions, obviously, like we said, is self-explanatory. People do that all the time. This song, before or after Controlled?
This was actually the very first song I released. It was a bit of a learning curve because I had never actually worked with music before. So it was a challenge to figure out how to put my lyrics to the song. And I got better as more songs came out. But this one of the reasons I made it is because a lot of people deal with it, but they don't want to think about it. I've had friends and family members deal with depression and literally just going through the motions, but inside they're wanting help. They just don't know how to ask for it. And so I kind of wrote the song about that. But sometimes they have to help themselves. It's not always the best situation, but if they can help themselves, that would be great. You can't help someone that doesn't want help. And so that's why there's a couple lines that says, I'll make myself happy. It'll all be okay.
Shout out to that. I see Carmen Sings from the Bronx says this song just gave me flashbacks. So that's right now instant. But you probably have heard from people already and how your songs impact them. How do you take that? And is that one of your goals as a musician?
As a musician, with my song, I want to tell stories. Some of them want to impact, like going through the motions in Chains and Controlled. With In Chains, when I performed it a cappella, I believe the YouTube video is somewhere, and that one was for the Angel Eyes Foundation. I sang about a woman that was going through a domestic violence issue, and I had victims that were in the crowd that were crying because everything I was saying, they had experienced, they had gone through. And so I struck a chord with them. And I'm hoping that when I have songs like that, other people that aren't in that situation can maybe understand a little bit better and maybe help people.
Yep. True story. They can always come here and curse anybody out that they want to. We're here for you. Okay? You can use this to yell. Use this as a punching bag. We're here for you. For those who are just tuning in, we're having a exclusive interview with Raven Diamond, straight out of San Antonio, Texas. Now, you're from Tejas, okay? I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, you got the whole swag. I'm hearing the accent. It's very lovely. And then there's no country music. Like, what made you go to the genre?
Singers, but I was raised on rock and roll. I was raised on Linkin Park, Rob Zombie, Metallica, AC/DC, Disturbed. I mean, I can't help it that I like that music, so I end up making that music.
Shout out to that. You got some friends in here in the building. Diggy Diamond, we're kind of mutual with it. Regina Hicks, obviously. We got a whole bunch of people out here. They really came to here to support you and what you're doing, and they're loving the movement. When you got people like that are following you, I mean, sometimes it kind of spook you out, but when you got people right now that are literally following everything you do, how does that make you feel?
It feels amazing, and I'm really humbled and grateful that they would want to see what I'm doing, because it's very easy for them to just turn their attention to something else. But the fact that they actually want to hear what I say, they actually want to hear my music and want to see the films that I'm in, it's amazing. It's great. I don't really know how to explain the feeling.
Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening in. We're going to go into one more break real quick with Raven Diamond, this song right here is called Lights on QSJRadio.com.
Lights going faster around the corner of my eye. Lights spinning round me. I can't tell the day from night. Here they come again, marching down the line. Drugs and music fuels, riots in the streets. Souls are taken here. Sign on the dotted line. Drugs are our master. It's something you can't comprehend. Booze is disaster. It's something we still need to function here. Lights going faster around the corner of my eye. Lights spinning round me. I can't tell the day from night. Here we come again, walking down the street. Try to get our fix. Booze is in our blood. Sanity is gone. Surrender all restraint. Drugs are our master. It's something you can't comprehend. It fuels our actions now and again. Lights going faster around the corner of my eye. Lights spinning round me. I can't tell the day from night. Lights, the drug my brain needs. I can't function without it. Lights spinning round me. I can't tell the day from night. Lights spinning round me. I can't tell the day from night.
That was Lights by Raven Diamond.
Lights.
So sexy. Don't tell nobody that said that. Shout out to everybody listening, tuning in to QSJRadio.com. Raven Diamond, Lights. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, and on Periscope. Keep those questions and those comments coming in. And of course, everybody that's listening on QSJRadio.com, tune in and iHeartRadio. So we got a whole bunch of things going on here, but what's going on with you? What's going on with these things? What's coming up for you?
Well, I've got a lot of stuff coming up. I've been doing a couple short films. One of the companies that I work with, 1602 Enterprises, there are possibility of me being in some TV shows if the funding comes through.
Okay. Shout out to that.
I don't have any modeling things coming up, but I will also be graduating with my bachelor's degree in May.
Shout out to that, okay? Shout out to the hacker. The whole show's gonna go down. It's her fault. It's her fault. Congratulations on that. So we got the bachelors coming up. We got the TV show things coming up. The music. You got music dropping. You can catch you on Spotify. Spotify Raven Diamond, right? And where else can we find some? Because I know we got some stuff here. We got some Zazzle.com/Raven Diamond. What can we find there?
On Zazzle, Designed by Human, Society 6, and Fine Art America, you can find merchandise for the covers of my music. I will also be putting up my own artwork, because every cover that you see on my music, I've actually created it myself. And then I have actual drawings that I'm going to be uploading and putting on t-shirts and hats and bedding and pretty much everything you can think of.
Bedding. Okay. We're gonna Raven's doing it all. Okay. Shout out to Raven. So we got a question right here from Black Ghost. Black Ghost is all the way in Florida. He's asked, Raven, where do you draw your inspiration?
It really varies. Sometimes what I do is when I get a new beat, I will just sit in my room and listen to it on repeat for an hour and see what the song is telling me. If the song matches some lyrics I already have, that's great. I'll do one of those songs. But sometimes I get a song and words just seem to pop in my head as I listen to it. With lights, it had this very psychedelic feel, and I was like, okay, well, let's see if we can do something a little bit more psychedelic, see what happens. And so I ended up creating a song that was about drugs and booze and kind of the darker side of society, I guess you could say.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Black Ghost. Thank you, Black Ghost, for that question right there. Mike Miller, I know he's a little late, but he's all the way in Iowa. He's actually my personal online trainer. He hasn't trained me anything. He only wants to make sure I got water on me. So shout out to him. But he asks, when did you start any of this stuff? Like, when did you start modeling, singing, and stuff like that?
Well, if we're talking about training, then I started singing at the age of 5 in church choir, so about 18 years ago. If we're talking about music career, I tried to start it about 2 years ago, ended up starting it instead with my current record, which is Playboy Records, this past Thanksgiving. With acting, I had done it a little bit through school, on and off. I did my first kind of extra role in an indie film in high school, but didn't get really into it until college. And then the stores, I believe I started those maybe about a month ago now, if that.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and buy a clip. I see a clip right there. I'm going to buy that. Phoenix, which that song is coming up soon. I got one. All right.
Me too, but I don't know when my books are being published. They do have a book deal, but I'm only like halfway done with the comic and halfway done with the book. Comics,
books, arts, like everything. Masters of arts. Like, do you? It's kind of crazy. I got a question. Brothers and sisters or only child? Which, where do you go at? Where do you fit in?
Brother, and I've got a lot of cousins.
Okay. Sounds like a close family. Shout out to that. So Gotti Mears, he's a producer. He's asking, Miss Raven Diamond, do you need any additional production for any upcoming projects?
I really don't know. That would be more of a question for Get It Man Fresh. He's the person that's in charge of Playboy Records. He would know. He's the one that gets me my beats. So if I need any more, he's the one to talk to.
Okay. We'll make sure that we get that information out to Gotti. Shout out to Gotti for him offering his services here. Shout out to everybody on Twitch right now. I see you guys. I could play a game if you want me to, but we're just shouting out some artists right now. So we're gonna we're talking about stage, singing on stage, all that stuff, blah blah. Setting yourself up for a tour or anything like that. Anything coming up crazy? Because I know that SXS or something nearby.
I would love to eventually perform at South by Southwest. I would love to eventually perform on stage. I was actually asked if I could perform one song in 3 different cities, but the problem was I didn't have a big enough fan base yet. because that was when I released my very first song. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to have a big enough fan base for them to let me do it, because they had offered, but I had to make sure that I had a certain number of people that were guaranteed to show up, and I couldn't give that guarantee.
So I'm gonna tell you something about those kind of people right now, but what are we gonna do is we're going to get into another song, because I hate those kind of people. I really do, because we're not gonna get into it. This one right here is called Phoenix on QSJRadio.com.
You're listening to a QSJ Radio exclusive.
Watch me rise from the ashes. Watch me build from the ruins. Phoenix on fire. Watch me rise from the ashes. Day by day, night by night, fight to the top. Break me down, build me up, take all you got. Never gonna stop, make it to the top, reward at the end. Kill this dream, fight again, never gonna stop. Fighting and yelling and seeing all of you wasting your time, trying to end this, but you're no match for this vibe. Trying to tell you you're not stopping this dream. Just watch me surpass this, a hell of a scheme. Watch me rise from the ashes. Watch me build from the ruins. Phoenix on fire. Watch me rise from the ashes. Friends beside me, enemies are near. Try to break me, I'll bear these claws. The hunt is starting, get out the way. Phoenix of passion, never gonna stop.
All songs provided today have been asked for permission to play live on our stream via web. Live stream. Any content cannot be used without written consent from QSJ Radio.
Shout out to Phoenix, which puts together everything, okay? Because you can only know about Phoenix if you read those kind of books, okay? You can only know the Phoenix if you know about the Phoenix, which is a very, very angry woman. Seriously, okay? Let's get serious. So shout out to that. Puts it all together for me. If you guys know what I'm talking about, we're talking about X-Men, right? I'm not crazy, right? We're talking about X-Men. We're talking about when this girl is just really tired of everything, all right? Let's just get serious, all right? But anyways, so we do got a few questions here that got passed, and they kind of getting at me, but I don't care. Diggy Diamond, all the way from Boston, he asked, what kind of style of music are you singing? If you guys discussed it already, I'm just interested in knowing, because it's pretty good.
I'm mainly rock, but with each of those songs, as you heard, I mixed it up. I had Phoenix, which was more like Linkin Park, where it's rock and rap. I had Controlled, which was more rock, almost opera-ish. I had Going Through the Motions, which was rock pop, and Lights, which was more rock electronic. And then I'm going to have a song come out called Mirror, and that's actually going to be my take on R&B.
Okay, so the next question just matches this all up, because Black Ghost asks, Raven, have you ever thought about working with a rap artist?
I've actually done a couple collaborations. The songs haven't been released yet. I love collaborations. I don't mind working with any genre. Just hit me up.
Big shout out to that, and hit her up. It's Raven Diamond all over the place. And if you guys are on Facebook, which you probably asking me more questions on Facebook and anywhere, Raven Diamond fans, go to her page, like her page, support, and see her other stuff. I got some questions here coming out of Twitch. Let me make sure that that's cool because these look like spam. Okay, shout out to the spam. I love spam. I don't love spam. Somebody says number 15 burger. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, whatever. So we have Wu-Tang's a collaborator, Fire Nation. She's in the building. She was like high all the way from Philly. So shout out to her. She really works with Wu-Tang. Shout out to her. I don't know how you could do that, but that's, you know, there's different people here. Shout out to that, right?
Yep.
So Raven, model, actor, artist, musician, artist of recording, artist with the pencil or pen, or the Photoshop. So what does the future hold? What are your goals for the next year or two?
Well, my goals for the next year or two is to release more music, try to be in more productions, be it film, stage, whatever, and get more experience in the tech field. Because in order to get a nice tech job, you have to have a year or two of experience minimum. So I've got an entry-level tech position lined up to get that experience. And I mean, that'll help pay bills. And if my music and everything takes off and that pays bills, then that's great too.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJ Radio. So you're only 23.
Mm-hmm.
Only 23. Super like nerdy. Let's call it that. Shout out to the nerd crew because they rule in the world.
Manga and anime. So yeah, I'm pretty nerdy.
Okay, shout out to that. Okay, plus model, soon to be a published author. We talked about that earlier. You can find her stores at society6.com, fineartamerica.com, zazzle.com, and designedbyhumans.com, all Raven Diamond. And I know some of you guys go ahead and support each other through those sites, so go ahead and support Raven Diamond. So I got this thing that we do here that is kind of weird, so don't bug out.
We have now started our fast round where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask.
Don't worry, it's not like that.
Hope you didn't think we were that underground.
So what we do is we'll have a little timer, and this timer will set. It'll ask, first we need to know, what is your favorite number?
My favorite what?
Number.
9.
Favorite number is 9. So what we'll do here is we'll add 9 seconds to the clock. The clock will be 2 minutes and 9 seconds long. The questions will be random, but they'll be kind of funny. And this is to better get to know who you are, other than the music stuff and the hobbies that you have. So none of this is going to be provocative. This is straight like weird stuff. Okay. Yeah. And as these things come up, I will ask you questions. Where are they? Okay. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. The clock will start after the first question is asked. Family Feud. There's no wrong or right questions though. Okay. First question. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
Get ahead on homework and work on my careers.
What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
Probably just keep doing all of the hobbies that I'm currently doing.
What skill would you like to master?
Maybe learn another language.
What do you consider to be your best find?
My best what?
Find.
Find? What do you mean?
I don't know. Let me pass that. What pets do you have what pets did you have while growing up?
Mostly cats and a couple fish.
What do you wish you knew more about?
Astrology.
Oh my god. Shout out to the nerd crew. How do you relax after a hard day?
Either video games or read a book.
Are you on Twitch?
No.
Okay. What's the best thing that happened to you last week?
Got to spend time with family.
What city would you like to live in?
I love San Antonio, but I'd also like to live somewhere on the coast.
Okay. Where would you spend all your time if you could?
A good coffee shop or a library.
What's something you are self-conscious about?
I guess sometimes my size, but I've kind of forced myself to get past that with plus size modeling.
You're beautiful, by the way. Shout out to that. What do you strongly suspect but would have no proof of?
I don't really know.
What could you do with $2 million to impact the most amount of people? Hold the alarm went off. Scared the crap out of me. What would you do? What could you do with $2 million to impact the most amount of people?
Invested in Angel Eyes and invested in 1602 Enterprise.
Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJ Radio. See us survived
QSJ Radio.
the fast round, which wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. See, we try to keep it really cool here. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Let me just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and bring back one of your songs, and I'm gonna look through the chat to see if anybody has any more questions. And if they don't, then we'll ask for your shout outs. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. This one right here is called Controlled.
Here I confess, try to resist. Words are forced out. Forever I am there, dull. I can't help it. Favored puppet. Strings are my chains, bound in tranquilized. I want to fight them. I want to show them I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I stand alone, drenched to the bone, left out to rot. Child's toy they forgot.
to QSJ Radio. Please like, follow, or friend us at QSJ Radio Live on Twitter, QSJ Radio on Facebook, and visit QSJRadio.com.
We're live right now with Raven Diamond out of San Antonio, Texas. Find her on Facebook at Raven Diamond Fans, Instagram at Diamond Actor, and Twitter at Artsy Diamond. And of course, we got some videos somewhere in there. She's an actor and crew member at the Indywood J Rad PDA 1602 Draco. Did I say that all right?
And I'll be hopefully doing voice acting for them in October.
Awesome. Singer, artist, writer, social media director, casting director at San Antonio Films, a model at Social Life, and she will hack the crap out of you. So shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. We have Iowa. Mike Miller says, your voice is going to take you places. And Mike Miller listens to a lot of music, so shout out to him.
I really appreciate that.
Ant Mendez, I forget where he's from. He never tells me. Maybe you can hack him for me. Let me know. Where do I find your music?
You can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music, Target Music, iHeartRadio, pretty much all of the major music areas. I'm supposed to be on Pandora, but Pandora has yet to update, and I've sent them my music since December. So I don't know when that's going to happen.
Big shout out to everybody listening. That's so lovely, though. Everywhere is a stream, and everything counts regardless. So I've loved the fact that if you've taken that route versus taking the other route. There's some artists that we're trying so hard to tell them that if you go viral one day, you need people to go to support you versus try to give you a free play. So I love that thing there. So we talked about earlier about things that I want you to avoid as an artist, okay? Because it is a different world, and we do have people that exploit, and I'm sure that you've seen that in modeling. And these scams exist because people want instant gratification. So there's no such thing. You already know you got to work hard, get to that kind of level, get credentials up, all that stuff. It's the same thing with this one. The problem with unsigned artists, and I'm not saying that this is you, all right? Here's the most common problem with most, not all unsigned artists. They fail to realize that there are costs to association with every service. They fail to accept that there are no shortcuts to fame. They think their talent is higher level than it actually is, which we've discussed already that you're not part of that. So congratulations. Think people will help them for free. There will be hookups, but they won't be that many hookups, and as the levels, like this is non-com radio. We have flexibility versus commercial radio, which they don't really have flexibility. They have to keep up with the times to keep their paychecks coming, basically. So non-com is where we recommend artists to go first so they can see where their standards is, and of course venture off. You're on an urban radio station and people are loving your stuff. You know what I mean? It's just gonna happen. And I love my crowd too. My crowd is lovely. They're lovely people, and they just lovely. But anyways, unsigned artists also easily manipulated and deceived, and they make critical decisions based off their emotions and energy instead of the facts, data, and logical reasoning. All right. So paying to perform is something that artists have come to. I'm gonna tell you right now, as an artist, you should always be looking forward to like maybe something for free, or maybe like volunteering somewhere and somebody might slide you an envelope and be like, hey, thanks for coming. And then you just do something for them later on because you know that they're good for it. Another one is those pay to perform places that they tell you that they have like executives there, you got to really look into that. And they might be an exec there and they might not. You know, they might be like, you know, A&Rs and all this other stuff that they say that they're there. They might be there, they might not. You just got to look into the credentials and really, did anybody really make it through this promotion company, you know? Another one is opening up for a major artist. The major artist is already coming. They're paid. They probably got paid like 6 months ago with a half pay and stuff like that. But if you're going to open up for a major artist, it shouldn't cost you anything. You should be getting paid, especially if you got your stuff there and stuff like that. Some people will ask for a fan base like they did, but we're talking about big stuff. And somebody really loves your stuff, they're going to put you on stage and they will not ask you for money. If anything, you will get paid. You probably get $300 to $3,000 for just coming out and people and just opening up the crowd while they wait for their biggest band member. Because if you've been to concerts, you know there's some opening acts and you're like, where did these guys come from? Or anything like that. And it's usually one or two, and it's probably 2 or 3 hours before your original guys come on. But it's usually a crowd that's there. It's just waiting. Another thing with, and you probably seen this in the modeling places, is like submitting to like get an opportunity to open up with people, put in scenarios where your stuff is going to be on TV and all this other stuff, blah, blah. And you got to really just look into that. Everything that you guys go through in the modeling world is what artists go through in this world. And it's just like, but some artists just want instant gratification. They know there are going to be hundreds of people there and they'll just take the risk. And they'll be really good people in the crowd. They'll really be executive guys in the crowd, but maybe to an indie label or something like that. It's things that you've never heard of. Maybe a producer or two looking for talent, but it's just not. Another thing is the ex-big wig deal, where the guy used to produce for somebody and do a whole bunch of things with somebody. Those are like ex-big wigs. Stay away from those guys. Those guys are like exes for a reason. And we know, right? We don't want to be controlled. Social media presence, obviously, no fake likes. We don't like those. And people will watch that. And of course, you're a hacker. You already know. That's fake. That's from the Middle East. They don't even have internet in that country. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Online services, online radio, it can be a service, but if they're really not doing anything for you post, it's just not there. A lot of people got lives, and then a lot of people got lies. So versus a live stream versus this, and I tell the audience all the time, everybody that listens in, and we do interviews only like once a month, two times a month, but we're usually just putting it in their heads like, stop doing the stuff that doesn't make sense. Paying for feedback. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to pay somebody who you hardly even know to pay for your feedback? If you're going to go to a record label and you're going to do the whole auditioning thing and the whole thing, and they like it. That's it. It's a knock on their door. It's walk in there. It's do the audition and walk out, and hopefully they'll call you back, and hopefully your label is holding it down for you and not giving you the whole thing and getting you involved. Because if they're not getting you involved, then there's problems. Then you fall into that, is somebody managing me or somebody managing my music? Very big deal.
Coming down, I think next week, to help me shoot my music videos. Awesome.
And that's cool. If they're really working with you, then it's really going to work. You know, and if they have their best interest, your best interest in their heart, then that's a real label. That's what it is. And if it's not, and if it's what you can give them, then we got a problem here. And I tell people all the time. So if you're really seeing all this stuff already, and you're catching grass and you're grasping all this, then you're doing it right. There's nothing you're doing wrong. Keep getting those interviews. Keep getting those opportunities. Take advantage. Everybody's going to love Raven. Okay? Everybody's going to love Raven. They love Raven right now. They love Raven right now. Gotti got another question. Kenny from Iowa says, I think Raven is going a long way. See, people are loving you. They're loving you. QSJ Radio, we love you. Thank you for coming on board. Do you got any shout outs? Because we do that here. We give shout outs.
I guess shout out to my family that has supported me. My fiance for helping me when I have writer's block. He'll just kind of like let me relax and play video games or whatever. Shout out to my friends because they're like another little support system. But also shout out to my mentors over the years. I would not have this singing voice if I didn't have the choir teacher in church, if I didn't have the choir teacher in my middle school and high school, if I didn't have the acting teachers, if I didn't take masterclass. It's masterclass.com has a bunch of classes by famous people. I took Christina Aguilera's masterclass to.
That's lovely. Christina was young in the game. Now look at her now. Straight legend. Lovely, lovely. Shout out to everybody listening. Raven Diamond. You can find her on Facebook at Raven Diamond Fans. And just, I wouldn't say Google her. You really got to really go in on her Instagram and try to do that whole thing, which is Diamond Doctor. I know you guys are on the Instagram. No stalking. No stalking. Okay, last time these guys are crazy. Stop doing that. Don't get hard on the DM. It's not crazy. But anyways, Raven, thank you for coming on, and you'll be on with us for the next 3 months. 3 months, everybody will know who's Raven Diamond. You can find this audio clip later on tonight. If everybody missed the show and you don't want them to see the whole video, it's okay. You know, you out there. The camera's here. Shout out to everybody. Listen, 23 years old. You're going to do this right. I know. If you got any advice or you got any questions, hit us up. We got you.
My advice to anyone that's getting into acting, singing, whatever is, you've heard the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, practice also makes permanent. If you do something wrong enough times, you're going to continue to do it wrong. So make sure that even when you're practicing, you're constantly doing it correct, not incorrect.
Big shout out to that. Shout out to Raven. Raven Diamond. Raven, we will talk to you soon, okay? Definitely going to go ahead and end the show with Phoenix because I know what that song is about, okay? Shout out to everybody listening in. Thank you for coming on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Watch me rise from the ashes. Watch me build from the ruins. Phoenix on fire. Watch me rise from the ashes. Day by day, night by night, fight to the top. Break I'll bear these claws. The hunt is starting. Get out the way. Phoenix of passion, never gonna stop.
23-year-old college student who is an actor, a plus model, soon to be a published author, and a recording artist. She is based out of San Antonio, Texas, and is completing her bachelor's degree in information assurance and security. She has 4 online stores, and her music is available on all major music providers. You can find her at facebook.com/Raven Diamond Fans, Instagram at Diamond Actor, Twitter at Artsy Diamond. Her 4 stores, society6.com, fineartamerica.com, zazzle.com, and designedbyhumans.com, all with the /Raven Diamond. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com.
QSJ Radio.
Yeah. Slow. Whip. See. Yeah. Vizo. Radio. We got another one.
QSJ Radio.
Got 2 women, I love them. I swear to God, I can't choose. You know we run the game like I'm Kobe, but at the end, yeah, I know I'm gonna lose. Cause my ex, she the best, and my newest, she the truest. And they both hold me down. And they both hold me down. Like, can we all just get along? I love you. It's enough for me to go around. I love you. Can we all just get along? It's enough for me to go around. Can we all just get along? It's enough for me to go around. Yeah, oh, okay. Woke up with my new chick, I just broke up with my ex. Told that bitch she got a nerve and been getting on my last. Steady asking me for cash, tryna bribe me with the ass. I can't let shorty a rider, I could call her like a cab when it's go time. And my new chick from the burbs, she be killing shit, purrs, keep that check up on her nerves. I'm like, all I wanna do is have my cake and eat it too. Got me feeling like I'm trigger hollering, ain't that what you're supposed to do? Pretty brown and a bad yellow, swear they both bomb Hiroshima if they get together. They know I got them if they should need that. They know I be mobbing my terror squad, make them leave back. Got 2 women, I love them, I swear to God, I can't choose.
Shout out to all the ladies in hip hop.
Like I'm Kobe, but at the end, yeah, I know I'm gone.
Shout out to our unsigned women. Let's go.
My ex, she the best.
We doing it for them.
And they both hold me down.
Let's go.
Can we all just get along?
Let me see that hashtag.
Go around.
Let me see that hashtag.
Can we all just get along?
Mad Love Women Mix. Let's go. Let's go.
Can we all just get along? Can we get along?
Oh, they gonna mad at me today.
Fuck with both of my bitches. I'm a shark in the water, no time to play with fishes. If you got your feelings, talk to me from a distance. Cause though it's not Christmas, I'm on every chick wish list. And please don't worry about the misses, cause it would stop this shit. The pussy gon' miss me. 500 a day each bitch, get 250 both. Chick 730, get your ass up off 50. If you slippin', that's why they could never get me. Cause like both of they pussy, man, I nigga stay slippery. And hell yeah, I know I'm wrong, but I'ma fuck 'em both until they gone, nigga, I'm gone.
Got 2 women, I love them, I swear to God, I can't choose.
I got 2 women.
Ain't like I'm Kobe, but at the end, yeah, I know I'm gonna lose. Cause my ex, she the best, and my newest, she the truth. And they both hold me down.
Cause you know I put 'em through.
I'm like, can we all just get along? It's enough for me to go around. Can we all just get along? It's enough for me to go around. I got 2 women, fly, you know it, living it up, yeah, living it up, yeah. Oh, 2 fly, not to have 2. I got 2 women, you know it, living it up, yeah, living it up. Oh,
Shout to Lady Lyric. We've been playing her for years.
I got a 9 in my mouth, I'm about to unload. These fake fuckers got their cars out, they finna my fold. Lyric got that heat, make your body blaze. First week out, turn the streets to haze. Gun tuck flow, bucket your brain, seat back, feet up, relaxing my frame. Don't they know? I'm here forever, it's like my time's now, nigga, now or never. And I got a sick team, pure cash, full impact. My army's thicker than them dudes in Iraq. Slow your roll, love, the queen is back. When I let these freeze out, they run from the track. Oh, my swag is so sick, it's like I'm feeling myself, the flow is ridiculous. So Rem, go on and be conceited. I'm so full of myself, you wouldn't believe it. And I'm waiting on a challenger. On this mixtape, I'm about to damage her. Yeah, don't forget, fuckers, this is my place. With more in my network than time on my space. So come out and play if you ready for war. It's like I'm Banks in the booth with a hunger for more. This is my ring, I throw the gloves on in the booth. Getting my hits when I spit it's the truth. So when I talk, shut your mouth. The sarcasm stick like Dr. House. There's none other like me, and that's a known fact. When I step on stage, they don't know how to act. I got this game, lock and key. And when I'm gone, can a bitch.
Let's get these women artists in the building.
Need the source to get 5 mics in the hood. I'm a platinum artist, dude, I'm nice. Right. This is how shit should really be done. Write your own rhymes, bitch, that's the 101. So I'm signing off. I hope y'all enjoyed it. The Queen Lady Lyric, all those I molded, nigga. Yeah.
Oh shit! Shout out to all the females.
Tell these labels they can't sign with me if they wanted to. Independent, 10 years straight, bitch, you have no fucking clue. Been known round St. Louis, now they think I'm from Duluth. Me and Slow, be the team, yeah, that must be bugging you. Got my songs on MTV, what the fuck you ever do? Hate on me, on some lame shit, you make me wanna puke. Get some business, get some fans, before I take them all from you. You may think this about you, well, it's probable. Petty takes on my life story, that's a shady move. Can't duplicate me on what they aim to do. Jack my swag and my style made it famous too. I can't keep my mouth shut, can't play cool. You gon' make me angry, that's not what you wanna do. Someone ate my last Skittle, don't touch my fucking food. It's gonna be off at their heads, cause it's what a queen do. I'm a killer on this mic, you might think I'm running jewels.
That was Skittles. I know her for 10 years right now. She's always on MTV with her music. Shout out to Case Close. She's only 20. Shout out to Case Close. Shout out to all female unsigned artists. I know it's hard. This is for y'all.
Free smoke, gotta get it for the low. Work until the money grow. Here and then back on the road. I ain't even half sleep. I can't even take a break. Whole crew gotta love. Fake niggas let her hate. Never been with the drama. Always looking for the commas. Started lower than the bottom. Struggled, always had a problem. But y'all boys think I'm nice. Heart cold like ice. Always rolling like dice. Diamond shining like a light. I take it, I want it, I got it. Can't stop what I already been plotting. I'm seeing the option they watching. No sign, so I can't even stop it. I'd rather you talk to show fake love. I'd rather hear nods to the ops hugs. Beat a nigga down like a drum. Free smoke, you can get some. Free smoke, free smoke. Free smoke, free smoke. Big dog, you a little pup. Nigga swinging and I'm running up. Loyalty over everything. Been the same, I ain't never changed. Star player of the game. Said you fire, I don't see the flame. Drop a song, you without a tag. Put the game in a body bag. Swear that they making moves, but I already been doing that. You know that I'm running it. Pull out the semi and busting it. No relation, so I'm cutting it. Said that you with it, so what up with it? Yeah, always had the bigger picture. House on the hill with the pillar. I got them scared like the Thriller. I keep it real, no filter. Can't nobody control it. Man, I gotta stay focused. I'm my biggest opponent. Niggas already know this. Never settling for nothing less. Without a warning, man, I've been a threat. Always cool, never broke a sweat. Think you know me, we ain't never met. Free smoke, free smoke. Free smoke, free smoke. Think you know me, but you don't. Hands right.
That's what we do. We don't show no love to these women. Y'all be in their DMs like crazy though. That's what we do though. Y'all gonna get me mad. We got refunds available. Woo, woo. Women's History Month. Stop fucking playing with me. Shout out to the Philippine ladies. Coming a long way. Shout out to Baby Rez and the whole squad.
You trying to loosen me up? Where my drink at?
They getting mad because their songs is better than theirs.
Some of this bomb.
Oh, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad right now.
Everybody wild and out, so let's party. I wanna feel the heat, baby, got me started. Everybody's looking like a roadie ever wanted. You got the swagger, baby, and the wine faded. Though I'm quite tipsy and I see you got a naked. You dancing, I'm staring, you better not keep me waiting. Tell me what kind of role you prepare me to be playing. Videotape it every time I go shake it. I will come to you, baby, if you make me impatient. Should I continue? Then I'm barely behaving. When I'm craving for it, I don't want no time wasted. Sweat dripping harder, baby, come here and holler. I know you want me out of everybody to want you. My heart's pumping faster than the usual. My eyes on you, can I see you now?
Y'all better share these unsigned artists, these unsigned ladies, Women's History Month. Let's go.
So perfect, it'll be your birthday every day. You fucking hell, but I'm captivated by your sexy waist. Life is short, no time to waste, babe. I've been watching you catch me in my zone. Everybody's saying, baby, she the bomb. I'm in the right kind of mood. I can feel you wanna see my body move. With your hot steez, baby, I'll be ready. You can come to me, baby, we can dance crazy. Tell me what you need, I can even be a lady. Can we kiss and talk? Baby, I'm pretty. You're hot like summer, you make me stutter. You got the bump, body, you're a stunner. Everybody's saying that we look good together, but because they said you're buggy and they said I'm going to the step, baby, pop your chest. I'ma rock your best. Grind to me slowly, boy, you know what's next. Sip on some booze, baby, time to get loose. I just wanna dance with you, so don't get it confused. Show me what you got, well, the night's too young. You got my attention now, let's have fun. Better make it move, baby, what you gonna do? We can do whatever you want, even act a fool. You want the same thing, I can feel you waiting. Let's keep talking right now with our body statements. Squeeze, baby, tease me, won't you? My Sally Sailor made to look sexy for you. You got, you got, you got a bomb body. You got, you got, you got a bomb body. You got, you got, you got a bomb body. You got, you got, you got. You got that bomb, 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 bomb. You got that bomb, bomb,
I told ya. I told y'all that Women's History. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artist. Shout out to my man Kenny out of Iowa. Shout out to Illy York out of Texas. Tecacara, Texas. I said that all messed up. Bang. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to my man Mike Miller in the building. Yes. I got this water. Yes. Shout out to Black Ghost if he's in the building. I don't know. Big shout out to my man's Christopher Morin in the building. I try to tell them we're going to do a whole hour I didn't want to do the hour thing. I didn't want to do it. I was sitting there myself and I was like, no, don't do an hour. Do a whole show dedicated. And I'm like, no. I was sitting there like, no, I'm not doing a whole show dedicated to ladies. I'm not. That's a whole different show. And who am I to do that? I'm just Traffic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something right now, man. These ladies been killing it for a long time. Shout out to my man Frank White. You got them? Every Tuesday, we're going to do one for the rest of the month. Shout out to the women in the building. Every Tuesday, we're going to do this. Thursdays? Nah. Guys, fellas, we back. We back Thursday, son. No. We're going to be back in a few minutes. Because I think West Now went ahead and he purchased himself some playtime. So, shout out to that. And if you guys want to, tonight, you can donate $10 and get 90 days of rotation here on QSJ Radio. So that means that you don't have to wait for me to be live to get played. You're going to get played. And everything will be reported. And everything will be blasted on social medias as long as you give us all the links. And we'll talk about that once you purchase. So if you want to donate $10 to QSJRadio.com. Go ahead. Hit us up. The PayPal link is QSJRadio@gmail if you just want to do that. Or you could go on QSJRadio.com. Or you can hit us up on that messenger like, yo, I just sent 10. We do another $25 donation. Remember these donations, they go right back to the show. You know what I'm saying? They go back right to the show. Like all this stuff was right back to the show. So that's why we call it donation. So, and it's non-com radio, baby. It's non-com radio. We here. You guys control if we're up or not. We got another one. Another $25 donation will get you 4 songs on rotation for 90 days plus an interview. And we do flyers for you. We'll take some of that bread and do a sponsorship. So, you know, everywhere it's going, it's really flying and we get new people in here. It's crazy. Lovely. Just for the artists. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. We're looking for a song right now. Hopefully we got it right now. We do. So this girl right here, Shorty P. If you guys look her up, crazy talent. But she did lose her life early. And it was a little too late for me to be involved. At one time, this whole thing was in Connecticut. I knew people in the city, and I was doing a lot of business in the city, but my grind was mostly in Connecticut. So I got to know a lot of Connecticut artists. And this girl right here, she was on the come up. And her name is Shorty P. And it's almost been like I'm going to assume like 8 years since she passed away. And that record label that she was part of takes her as their guide. Like she's guiding them. And they've been doing a lot of big moves. So big shout out to everybody listening. And that tells me that is women inspiring men. Feel me? Shout out to everybody listening.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to the fast life, nigga. It's your girl Shorty. Over the legal limit. It was 108 miles per hour, you bitch ass niggas, man.
I feel like I'm walking a tightrope with no circus net. Popping Percocets to relieve my stress. But I'm still on the fence of which road to take. To either be stoned and baked or a worthless mess. What my life possesses is reckless living. My vision is to make something out of this world I live in. But it's hard to analyze, I failed attempted success. What I've done wrong, the choice is life or is death. Shit, life's relentless, I'm offended at the past. God chose to draw for me, honestly
unsigned, go to get heard. QSJ Radio.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. That is the only info you need. We've been doing this for years. Yeah, man, my man, yo, we've been doing this for years, though, man. You don't listen to me. Nobody listens to Traffic, bro. Like, nobody listens to Traffic, though. Like, all I want to do is make artists, do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I want to do. Like, that's all I want to do. I do this shit for real.
Currency the game.
We gonna go into that mix later, shot. Don't get me emotional.
A lot of y'all niggas be out here faking, man. Showing guns that you borrowing from the homies. Rocking other niggas' chains. Then go. Nigga, we do this for real.
Everything I say I do is for real, and everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real. Everything I say I do is for real, and everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real. Bitches put it on me more than niggas put it on they said. I got some ropes around my neck. Come and watch them in a sec. Honestly, I really feel like the best. I'm coming harder than the water out the faucet. I'm a problem, sauce and dripping your daughter. Homie, just know that I'm doing it often. It's elevators when I'm elevated. There's niggas that want to and ones that'll make it. There's niggas that get it and don't wanna take it. I'm still at the bottom, I chill in the basement. I got a house, ain't got a body to vacant. My pockets ain't empty, I'm counting some paper. Haters, you know they irrelevant. I cannot fuck with them bitches, you know everything I say I do is for real. And everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real. Everything I say I do is for real, and everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real. Bitches swim when the sauce is dripping, get them hella wet just like a faucet dripping. Skirt when I'm whipping, catch me in the kitchen, lean when I'm sipping, shooting like a pimpin', but I'm really pimpin'. Packing the weed and I'm packing the Ruger, step back with the package. I might have to shoot you, my ride in and show up. I'm calling the Uber like, school me on Denver than Kelly like, just hit me back on my celly like, yo, I said I got Fetty, I'm on it, I'm rolling, don't see no opponents. They knew I was real way before I got on it. Let's go. I'm on it, I'm rolling, don't see no opponents. They knew I was real way before I got on it. Everything I say I do is for real, and everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real. Everything I say I do is for real, and everything I say I got is for real. You niggas be tripping and talking that shit, but I know you don't really want problems for real. And you can check all of my diamonds, they real. The switcher really got me flying for real. Really walking with the nine for real. The gold in my mouth and the shine for real.
Shout out to everybody listening.
Complaining on Facebook, my nigga. You can't even take the bitch out to McDonald's, my nigga. Don't be flexing, bruh. I know that's not your gun. I know that's not your chain, nigga. Fuck you mean, currency the gang.
Shout out to my man West Now. West Now, you've been gone for a long time. We've been doing this 2 thing for a month now. You slacking. Send this song. Hey, send this song. Shout out to my homie West Nile. Send me 2 songs, bro. You only get 1 that jumps the line tonight. Shout out to everybody listening. QSJ Radio.
They never switched up, never flaked on me. Only ones I trust never snaked on me. Them be my day ones, day ones. Them be my day ones, day ones. Any situation, you know they gon' ride. No time for conversation, you know it's on side. Them be my day ones, day ones. Them be my day ones, day ones. You already know the motto, family first. Fucking with mine, I'ma put in that work. Get out the line, I'ma leave you in a hearse. I ain't got no time, I'ma hit it where it hurt. So you better be careful fucking with me. You better be careful fucking with them G's. I don't need a gang, man, I got my family. All my You fuck with one, you fuck with all. No fair ones, we gonna brawl. Automatics on deck, my family, they on call. Ready for it all, yeah, they ready for it all. Win, lose, or draw, nigga, win, lose, or draw. Right or wrong, I'ma hold it down. Right or wrong, I'ma always
Shout out
be
to your day
around.
ones. You got a day one hashtag day one.
Right or wrong,
Day one.
I'ma hold it down, nigga, right or wrong. Never switched up, never flaked on me. Only ones I trust, never snaked on me. Them be my day ones, day ones. Them be my day ones, day ones. Any situation, you know they gon' ride. No time for conversation, you know it's on side. Them be my day ones,
Standards.
day ones.
Shout out to the homie
Them be my
Finesse.
day ones, day ones.
Hey, yeah, fan first, how we get the bag. Push raw just to get it on. Through the wars, hit and got cold, but these my bros and these my dogs. Make moves cause we had to. Plot a joke so we can get it all. We ain't gon' never switch sides. We gon' pay the toll so we can cross. Pull tricks for a double. Ski mask for a muscle. I told my fam how I love you. We gon' turn this to a couple. I swear we'll never go change. Yeah, the love right here just come straight from the heart. We all on the road off of fame. Yeah, we always gon' ride and go play our part.
Switched up, never flaked on me. Only ones I trust, never snaked on me. Them be my day ones, day ones. Them be my day ones, day ones. Any situation, you know they gon' ride. No time for conversation, you know it's on side. Them be my day ones, day ones. Them be my day ones, day ones.
Shout out to everybody listening. Oh my gosh. These songs are getting crazy in here, yo. Them be my
Beast mode. This ain't really what you want. He's cold. How you niggas on my sons? He's stroke. Rare, meaty. California. Bear. Here I come. Tell her he's hot. Gas, propane. He's
oh
dope.
shit. We got West Nile. West Nile is back.
Can't really handle that. Oh, no way. Say he's cold. What's that? I don't think you really wanna test that kid. Gon' sit your ass down, that's the best tactic. It'll take a lot more than a little practice. Don't know who you fucking with, boy, you getting catfish. You can never match this. Been lit matches. When I lay a verse down, I've been in the mattress. That's it, flow crazy, doing that shit. New shit, making shit sound geriatric. That kid, and bitch, I don't know. You think you're good, but you rapping shouldn't bother though. For you to think that you're a challenge is a logic though. I guess today I gotta learn you like the honor roll. You know, I think it be ripping in half. They could be making me laugh. Why they invoking the rap? There, you poking the bad murder, unopened that. Long as it's over in track now. Why you niggas fucking with us? Hold up, bitch. What you want? What you? I need Billy sell out. Billy okay. Cause bitch, I'm really I say hold up, bitch. I got bars, board shorts, trip. I'm a star. Lobster, shrimp, Cali, let us shit. Sidebar, look, I can only see it cause I got it like that. I'm a fucking empire, I ain't gotta strike back. Know a lot of flight cats, I'm that. Give me my racks. Folks, you niggas can't identify that. You the fakest motherfucker, no lie, all facts. Drop bombs just to finish pussy niggas Iraq. Couldn't see the bigger picture on a fucking IMAX. Real niggas we are, you should get an eye patch. I'm so, and nigga really though. You see the scale, you compare it to a biblical. I'm in the booth making niggas like a dinner row. Send a message, it gotta be subliminal. Psycho, no street cred, take my bike go. Hi ho, don't get it wrong, fucking typo. Go big, oh shit, while it deep lipo. I dare compare music, but this isn't therapeutic. I'm trying to ever do this. Spell like a pair of noodles. You die when you dare do this. The fight cause he rarely loses. Despite being very clueless. The flow is so hermeneutic. My clicks are barbaric unit. You niggas right there deluded. You spit that bullshit, get muted. When solo, no, I'm secluded. You don't leave the ounce of fluid. When sucking that bad, I knew it. You slur like a plastic Rubik. I'm sorry I had to do it. I'm the only one here. Spitting it right, spitting it right. Got a blunt, Sean Paul. Give it a light, give it a light. Niggas cut your shit down. Give it a knife, give it a knife. While y'all hating on me, go get a life, go get a life. On the real, y'all niggas are thirsty. Way something so smart could hurt, man. Why would you think that you could murk, man? Uncle Jesse on that track, Lord have mercy. You not for real? R2. Take a bitch on a date, she can get the D2. Putting food on the plate, and my niggas eat too. Watch me go bankai, I'm a fucking weeboo. Think your boy is the best, I mean, yeah, he cool. But he can't see me like a nigga see through. He rude, need food, eat you. Kinda shocking how I spit that shit. Eat you, equal, nah, no. See, they ain't none of that. Ask you to spit, you get stuck like a running back. And when if the bitch get fucked, then she coming back. Would if you could, like you wanna be a lumberjack. Let a bitch know, Chris Brown, give me some of that. Got a nigga screaming out, ho, like a thundercat. And I think it's my turn, where my number at. Wherever I am on the list, boy, you wonder that. Beast mode. This ain't really what you want. He's cold. How you niggas on my son? Tell him he's strong. Rare, meaty, yeah. California. Bear, here I come. Tell her he's hot. Gas, propane. Tell her he's dope. What's hash? Cocaine. What's that? Handle that? No way. He's cold. What's that? Snow day. Tell her.
Ooh, child. Oh my gosh. West Now, that's what we do. We just come in unorthodox as it is. If you guys didn't know, man, West Now been playing on our shows for a long time. And, you know, sometimes he got them super dramatics. He got them storytellings. He got these things right here. It's crazy. So, you know, follow him all over the place. He never tells us where his social media is at. So I'm going to hit you with his SoundCloud at West Nile 87. Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. Yep. West Nile 87 on that SoundCloud. Song was dropped 45 minutes ago. I guess exclusively for the show. So good looking. And all the other shows that he's on. Proud of all his accomplishments. Because you act like niggas don't follow you. But it's whatever, son. So we planning on selling some t-shirts. Yes. Planning on t-shirts. If you get a big bundle, which is a year bundle, you're going to get a t-shirt and maybe a mug. Because that's it. That's all we can do. But anyways, we plan on doing that very soon. It's crazy. Shout out to that. You guys didn't jump on these damn cookies, man. We were trying to make these sales on these Girl Scout cookies and nobody jumped on it. I don't get it. It's cookies, okay? And they don't even come to me. They go and benefit the Girl Scouts of America. Crazy. I don't get it. But anyways, nobody want to help donate to that shit. But they want to, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're going to get a receipt. Yeesh. Shout out to everybody listening, tuning in. This is a special request, which I kind of find kind of cool. So shout out to my boy Kenny for requesting this song right here. It's by Trafficlight. And this one is called This Is My Life on QSJRadio.com.
Everything that comes around walks right around. It comes around, it comes right back again. Everything that comes around walks right around. It comes around, it comes right back again. Everything that comes around walks right around. It comes around, it comes right back again. See, I can tell you stories, but you don't even believe me. Going on with your life while you deceive me. All of a sudden, everybody's a memory. The things that I used to be. I used to hold hands to the sky, just look above, hoping for that downhill love. Or even look at my brothers, hoping that we gonna make it. This life, this world, how we gonna take it? How I look at my sisters, they getting mad old. Overprotection over them, I never told. Things that I see, the things in the past. Maybe that's why these things don't last. How I look at my baby moms and all her sins. Maybe one day she'll go and win. How I used to cry and things just begin. Maybe that's the reason I met Lynn. This is my life before my story. This is my life before my glory. This is my life. This is my dreams before I seen you. This is my life before I knew you. This is my life. And sometimes you don't dream. All you do is go to sleep. Things taken too serious, way too deep. Then you look in the glasses, you're putting them on. You don't want nobody knowing how weak, how things you grow to give them. Now you grow to forgive them. This is my life before my story. This is my life before my glory. This is my life. This is my dreams before I seen you. This is my life before I knew you. This is my life. It's time to let it all out. What's been irking me, make me ache. What's been making me make mistakes? It's been you. The things that you do, the things that you've done. I never feel like I'm number one. I don't even wanna curse you, cause I don't even want that pain to hurt you. Sit there, understand that I became a man with you living life without being a man. This is my life before my story. Yeah. This is my life before my glory. This is my life. See, I try to tell them that, you know, this is my dreams before I seen you. This is my life before I knew you. This is my life. My life. Everything that comes around comes right around. It comes around, it comes right back again. Everything that comes around comes right around. It comes around, it comes right back.
Shout out to everybody listening in, though, right? Like, it's lovely music going on here today on QSJRadio.com. Wow. If you guys were here from the beginning, then you already know that we had Raven Diamond in the building. She is an actor. She is a model. She is a entrepreneur. All their stuff is available on Spotify, iTunes, everything. Raven Diamond. She's killing it. Very unorthodox voice levels, all this other stuff. It's crazy. Killing it with her style, man. Wow. I had another weird request right here. Another guy from Iowa. I call him the RIP dude. Shout out to him. I never want to hashtag that. But he asked for this one right here. Shout out to my man Mike Miller.
Lame nigga alert.
I know there's a lot of y'all
Lame nigga alert.
in the building.
Lame nigga alert.
Lame ass nigga.
See a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Lame nigga alert. Lame nigga alert. Lame nigga alert. Okay. Lame nigga alert. Alright. Lame nigga alert. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way.
If I see a lame nigga, I go the other way. I don't need no broke niggas all in my way. All a nigga tryna do is stack these rolls. Bitch, you a lame, go the other way. Got money coming in more than one way. Niggas talking saucy, but they don't want no gunplay. Let the chopper land, clear like a runway. Lame nigga shouldn't have been talking in the first place. Couple hands, couple BLGs. Every time rolling, these niggas with me. Fuck around, my niggas gun you down. Ain't no lame niggas rolling with me. All of my niggas, they rolling with 30s. Jump out suburbans, they dumping, they skirting. All of my bitches, they bout bankrolls. Lame niggas tryna fuck free, hell no. If a nigga ain't talking money, fuck out my face. Life too short, no time to waste. Every second, every minute, nigga thinking money. Cause every second, every minute, nigga bills coming. Fuck boys on that fuck shit. Those the type of niggas I don't fuck with. Why you mad? Cause your bitch on the swag. She gave me the pussy like, hey, you could have. And she told me, you a lame nigga. You waited a year and a half. Why she fuck with me? Cause I'm a money nigga. She know I get straight to the cash. Lame nigga alert. I don't even stop, I just keep driving past. Take a pull off the blunt. Look back and just laugh.
See a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way.
Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Lame nigga alert. 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 If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Money. Go the other way.
Hold up. Lame ass nigga. Small change ass nigga. Got Gucci, got Louis, got Fendi, but it's all bang bang ass nigga. Bang bang. Strange ass nigga. We don't know your name ass nigga. Nigga barely got an 8-ball. Always talking Kane ass nigga. Me, I'm a Kane ass nigga, straight menace. Chopper got bullets, same size of a Guinness. House party rapping niggas gotta be kitten. I ain't tryna party, can't bring my Smith in. 2G, call a couple hat niggas. In the projects with the crack flippers. If you a lane, don't give me that nigga. Sunny money raw, no jack tripper. No, you can't smoke my spliff. Can't roll with me, you ain't tryna let it rip. That's a fact. Lame bitches on my dick. I ain't tryna hit it if it smell like fish. Ooh. No rat sniper. Smoke a spliff, get some head after. You a lane, you a lane, you a lane. All I see is dead rappers. And I be fucking they bitches, it's easy. They know I be high and I'm rolling. Haters be trying to front on me, I'm doing them dirty. That 40 be smoking. Lame nigga alert. When your bitch see me, that pussy be soaking. Me and 2G, we be rolling. Never smoking Gary Coleman.
If you see a lame nigga, go the other way.
Shout out to the scammers.
Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way.
Shout out to the fake radio.
Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way.
Shout out to the fake artists.
Go the other way.
Go the other way.
Lame nigga alert. 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 If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way. If you see a lame nigga, go the other way. Go the other way.
We are home to the unsigned artist. If you have other expectations, look elsewhere. We are at war all the time. Our weapon is mad love.
Ooh, Bookie produced this track.
Let's slow it down for some of the realists. Woo! QS! I'll shout a dollar!
Smoking hot girl, yes you are. And I'm not just saying that, cause I'm standing by the bar. By the way you dress, you got me feeling like the star. My approach game is sick, girl, fuck apart. Going all out, I saw her eyes through her shades. Still amazed by the fact she had beauty saved. It was dead in the club before she set ablaze. Got me running to the walls like I'm Willie Mays. Not a dancer, but I like the way she entertained. Body language showed me that she wanted to leave this place. I was cool with the distance because I knew her place. She struck an arrow in my heart, I died in my place. But I'm really chillin', execution wasn't vague. I was proud of this trophy just like the Hall of Fame. Conversation full of laughter, she was from round the way. We know each other background, we can't lie today. Damn, she know my name.
Top off like a candy bar. Make your way to the pole, cause now you're the star. Pass this to you, baby, this will send you straight to Mars. Taking you to places that you can't go in cars. You see we mesh, let me melt away your stress. Massage your feet and thighs while I'm taking off your dress. And keep touching while I kiss your neck and I caress your breast. I pull you to me, now we're eye to eye and chest to chest. Frustrated sexually, I'm seeing this as a test. She is my flaw, cause I am weak for all her flesh. Sip champagne off her stomach, rap for anything your heart and mind are flummoxed. Scream in my name, cause you started to reach your summit. And you don't come down, baby, we don't plummet. You just keep moaning, singing, you keep coming. You're the instrument of pleasure, baby, I keep strumming. Shake, spasm, shiver, crumble, nasty.
songs provided today have been asked for permission to play live on our stream via web.
Live stream.
Any content cannot be used without written consent from QSJ Radio.
Previously on QSJ Radio, your sites, and of course you got the 4 stores going on where they could find other things here. Mostly, where would if somebody wanted to hit you up now, where would it be the most?
I am most active on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to become more active on Twitter, and I'm trying to expand it. One of my friends said that I should get on Snapchat, so I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, Snapchat has changed. It wasn't what it was a few years ago, so I've been trying to tell people that it's kind of safer now. You know, that's what I say.
Watch me rise from the ashes. Watch me build from the ruins. Phoenix on fire. Watch me rise from the ashes. Day by day, night by night, fight to the top. Break me down, build me up, take all you got. Never gonna stop, make it to the top, reward at the end. Kill this dream, fight again, never gonna stop. Fighting and yelling and seeing all of you wasting your time, trying to end this, but you're no match for this vibe. Trying to tell you you're not stopping this dream. Just watch me surpass this, a hell of a scheme. Watch me rise from the ashes. Watch me build from the ruins. Phoenix on fire. Watch me rise from the ashes. Friends beside me, enemies are near. Try to break me, I'll bear these claws. The hunt is starting, get out the way. Phoenix of passion, never gonna stop.
Wondering where to get heard, your music played, your video aired, how to get paid, blogs, etc. Here at QSJ Radio, we provide all the info needed for you to have it all done. We are the #1 source for underground music and home to the unsigned artists.
Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Let's go, 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 let's go. Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no
Traumatized.
no soul.
You know what that means, right?
Let's go,
You're listening to a QSJ Radio exclusive. Only on QSJ Radio.
Yeah, I come from a broken house and I sleep on the couch with the roaches in the mouth. Psych. Yeah, you thought that I was kidding. Finna make you bitches pay for my attention. Sit and listen, bitch. Since you bitches wanna know about me, I've been known to be a dope MC, so notice me. I got the coldest beats. Everybody wanna talk, but they ain't showing heat. Like, dude, what the fuck is you doing? I'm killing these rappers, I'm killing their music. I step in the booth and bruise it, bitch. You was so stupid. My niggas all winning, so no we not lose. You think that you got a couple million views, that you're better? It sound like 4 nigga turtles trying to fuck with Shredder. Yeah, I'm mumble rap and I got all this cheddar. Finna buy a couple Gucci belts, real Italian leather. I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Let's go, go, 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 let's go. Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Yeah, I'm broke, no soul, no heart, no home. Let's go, go, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go.
other name. Nah. No other name. Hear me out.
Washed by the blood, that's no sin. Get chills when I think about it, cold winds. All glory to the one on high that was wrapped in flesh so that you could get to know him. Everybody wants a punchline nowadays. Nobody wants to hit the front lines nowadays. Wake up, pray up, and get the word out, cause people about to die and don't know, no cold case. Anybody wanna go to heaven, I can show you how. We ain't gotta wait for a priest, we can do it now. No other name under heaven but Jesus, who paid it in full with his blood, no markdowns. Most folks still sleep, better wake up. Feel low, this'll take you high, no bake up. Every day I'm getting refilled, no K-cups. Any beat you got, I promise it'll get ate up. Not afraid to tell you there is one God, one Lord, one way, one Messiah. But every time I turn the television on, people wanna say I'm wrong and I'm being closed-minded. I don't think you understand me fully, man. I would have been dead if I didn't stop and make a Yui. Now I'm yelling out Jesus. It's not illegal here yet. If it was, you can sue me. No other name, no other name. No other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name. No other name, given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other name, no other name. No other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name. No other name, given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other. Tell me how I'm gonna lose, I already won. No sense of worrying about it, it's already done. Grab the cannon, open up the revelation. Fire off, seas coming back to get us, that's a heavy gun. Wait, don't you get it now? No, I don't know everything, my brother, but I've been around. In and out of jail, man, I thought I never was getting out. Told me 20 years and I literally almost hit the ground. That's a testimony, so I testify his name. Forgiven of the conviction, redemption from all the shame. Just trying to complete the mission, we're fishing to break the chains. He promised to wash us white and eradicate every stain. Salvation that there's a gift, but a lot of us don't accept it. The Bible is vital, but a lot of us don't respect it. Flowing never dry, so I pour it out on the record. I'm just really hoping that it blesses. There's no other name, no other name. No other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name. No other name, given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other name, no other name. No other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name. No other name, given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other.